Good day, Sagittarius, and welcome to my channel. This is your weekly reading for April 7th to the 13th. If you're new here, welcome. If you're coming back, welcome back. I hope you're all doing well, and I hope this reading resonates with you. Let's go ahead and see what your affirmation for the week is. I have been given endless talents which I begin to utilize today. I have been given endless talents that I begin to utilize today. Universe speak. Spirits guide. What needs to be known? What lessons need to be learned? Eight of Hearts. King of Spades. I'm wondering if you thought, why didn't I say the Five of Hearts? It's because I was thinking about something. And we got the 10 of Clubs. What I was thinking about was how people like to correct me on my cards. And yeah, please, for the love of God, research card reading, research everything, research the fact that not everybody reads the cards the same, research different, heritages and all that good stuff, because there's so many different ways to read cards. There's so many different ways to read dreams. Uh, Not every culture read the same way. Not every culture prays the same way. You got Christianity, you got Catholicism, right? And the two of them aren't really the same. Like, they are the same, like they're close, but there's things that are different. So what's one thing to me might not be the same for you, and that's just all there is to it. And yeah, it's just something you got to deal with in life. Anyway, so your main energy is the 10 of Clubs. Looks like you're fed up with a burden. Yeah, there's a burden that you've probably been dealing with for a while now, and you're fed up with it. And the cards are saying, don't give in, don't give up, because you might want to feel like giving in and being like, well, this is my burden, and I just got to live with it. And I'm a strong believer in not believing that, right? I believe that we can remove burdens from our lives. I think that most of the time, burdens are in our hands, right? Some burdens, maybe not. Some things, are just what they are, and we can't really do much about it. But most of the time, you can remove a burden. Most of the time, we are choosing to stay in that burden. So don't give in, don't give up. Give up. The end is coming soon, but keep in mind that the end might only get here depending on you, which I can totally see in the next cards coming up. At the beginning of the week, you got the Five of Hearts, self pity. So yeah, you're going to be feeling left out, disappointed, a number of things. Maybe this has got something to do with the past. Maybe somebody brought up the past, or something reminded you of the past, and now you're like stuck in that thought process of that past, and it's causing you to have self-pity. Self-pity will get you nowhere. So, like, say that it's about the past. Forgive the past. Forgive yourself of the past and move on. It's in the past for a reason. If it's the other things, like you feel left out or anything like that, yeah, I mean, we all feel like that sometimes, and we all feel sorrow, and we all feel despair and all that stuff. But you can't sit there. You can't sit there in that energy of self pity, which might be why you're trying to give into this burden, is because you're feeling bad for yourself. Now, I'm not, well, I guess I am kind of calling you out, because I'm telling you that you're going to have self pity at the beginning of the week. But it is what it is. We all deal with self pity at points in time. The message is to not sit there. Don't stay there in that self pity. Then in the middle of the week, this is where I think that your burden can actually be dealt with. It looks like you're holding on to something. Maybe you're holding on to a way of living, a thought process. Maybe you're holding on to a person, a job, whatever. But whatever it is, it's holding you back. It's not allowing you to move forward and move on. And you haven't let go of it because it's going to be painful to let it go. but you need to let it go, whatever it may be, person, thing, whatever. You need to let it go. And you know what it is. Deep down, you probably know what it is that you're holding on to that's not allowing you to move forward. And it's definitely a burden on you. So something that's a burden on you, you're holding on to. By letting go of that, that will release the burden. Okay, so like I said before, I strongly believe that burdens are in our hands, and what you're holding on to is definitely in your hands. At the end of the week, you're going to be in a leadership role, okay? And the cards are just warning you to make sure that you lead, with your head and not your ego. Just because you're the leader doesn't mean that you know everything. It's good to take in advice from other people. It's good to take ideas in from other people. Doesn't mean you have to use those ideas or that advice. No, hell no. You have your free will and whatnot. It's just saying that there might be something good that comes up, so it's not good to just shoot people's ideas and stuff down because you feel like you've got it all figured out. None of us have it all figured out. We should always be taking on other people's opinions and ideas and whatnot and advice, because there might be something good out of it, that you do want to use, or that, clicks in your brain and goes, oh, I never thought about that. That shit kind of happens. But anyway, let's see what the tarot cards have to say. Universe, speak. Oh, I started actually shuffling, Anyway, all right, universe, speak. Spirits, guide. What needs to be known? What lessons need to be learned? Okay, yeah. Yeah. You got judgment. And in judgment, these people are rising from their graves, right? And their graves, their coffins, that's their past. That's their past life that they're rising up from and entering into a new phase of life, right? Entering into a new way of life. And this makes total sense. The card is saying, rise up from whatever it is you're holding on to. Rise up from the past that's causing you self-pity. And I feel like it is the past causing the self-pity and whatnot, and the sorrow and despair, because it's the same thing that you're holding on to. You've been holding on to it for a long time, and that would be your past. You're holding on to it. So definitely there's something you're holding on to that's causing this burden, and you need to let it go. You need to rise from your grave and rise up to something new in your life. And that newness is letting go of whatever this is and removing that burden from your life for once, for once and all. I think I totally said that incorrectly. It's early, and I fell down a flight of stairs the other day. Well, not a flight; it was a few stairs, but I tumbled like a Looney Tunes character. So I'm in a lot of pain. But anyway, yes, you need to rise up. You need to rise up from your past and whatever this is that you're holding on to, and move forward to a new future, a new way of life. And in that, you need to lead with your head and not your ego. So there you go. I hope this resonates. I hope it helps in some way. If it does, hit that like button, and if you would, please comment, share, and subscribe. I hope to see you back here next week. And until then, stay safe, stay mindful, and stay healthy.